All right. All right. I guess I can't do stuff like that anymore. I don't. It was probably the old Shaggy videos, right? I'm assuming. That's crazy. Like you can't just feel good with some music with people that you chill with. You can't just chill with music. That's so dumb. What am I doing right now? Oh yeah, getting my chat. Getting my chat. Hey, what up, bro? You're live on stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah, brother. What's going on?
Oh, not much. I just tried to click into it and it said it had been deleted or something.
Oh, I'm back up. When I play like copyright music, instead of like them just taking the proceeds that goes to that
Yeah,
stream,
might
they
as
just
well
they
get
just
rid of it.
turn me off for some reason.
Oh, they did it?
YouTube does it, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's because they don't want to get sued. If they allow it on, YouTube can get sued. That's
Yeah.
all. That's all that is. They would get no proceeds. They'd lose money. But yeah.
Yeah,
no,
well, a lot of people on YouTube have it set to where if someone else plays my shit on their channel, the proceeds from that video goes to that person. So
if they get permission, right?
if they have that set up that way, because that's in the YouTube agreement, like you can put that in if you want to when you sign up, because I had to do that.
Oh. But yeah, they still.
But if they don't have that set up, then yeah, YouTube shuts you down for copyright.
Wow. So it was because of music you played?
It must have been the old Shaggy Was It Me song and the Angel song, because they didn't have that shit back then. They just had like MTV and shit. So what's up, bro?
Nothing, man. I was just seeing what you were up to. See what you're doing.
Yeah, bro, just hopped on the live stream, gonna look at some stuff, talk about some stuff. Chilling with Moonshot XRP, John One, Dons, and you. And wait for some more people to hop up in here, and then I'm gonna go do the VR thing. And I figured out what was wrong with my Beat Saber.
Oh, good.
I had friggin' ghost cubes set on accident, where you do the song without seeing them and try to do it.
How the fuck are you supposed to do it?
I don't know, man. To the beat of the song, you're supposed to remember where they are. It's just when you first go into Beat Saber and you look to the left, there's a wall of stuff that you could put on and off, and I don't know how that got triggered to be put on.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm down. If you get Beat Saber, we can do multiplayer like right next to each other. I don't know, we can have fun.
Yeah, actually, I was just putting on my headset to play ping pong, and I figured I'd give you a shout, see what you were doing. So,
Oh, I would have to buy ping pong.
yeah, no, I was just, yeah.
Oh, would you like
Yeah,
to?
I know you don't have it on yours. I know she has it on hers, but
Yeah.
all right. How long you been on so far?
Maybe 20 minutes.
Okay. Just give me a little bit. I want to get my fucking heart pumping, and I'll jump off and bump in.
Yeah,
It's
well,
25 minutes.
get that friggin' Beat Saber, man. That's a fun workout.
Yeah, I gotta put like $100 in the bank just so I can keep from going negative. So.
All right, brother.
All right, man. I'll be on there soon.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. All right. Where are we at here? Ooh, all right. Let's go Market Cipher. All right, let's see. Let's not play any more music that's going to get me kicked offline. Wait, why does this referee knock this guy out?
How come he can't took one at the bell?
See, this guy's only got 6,800 subscribers, so I doubt I'll get kicked for watching this. What up? Can't stay. Just wanted to stop and say happy Friday, fam. Yo, Rye Guy, that's what's up, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Might be a 10-8 round. Nation punching.
Absolutely right, Paulie. I agree with you. And on the inside, Veggie Jack doing some excellent work. That was where poor Arthur McCanty Jr. got hit with that right hand. Veggie Jack did not mean to do that.
All right. Where is Blockchain Backer? Here he is, 1 hour ago. Making sense of the range. We can make sense of the range, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make sense of the range. You ready? Here we go. Yo, I'm down to play some Fortnite tonight, right, guy? Literally down, bro. Literally, I am down. Literally down, bro. I got both my control freaks on, bro. I am ready to go. Ready to go, bro. I'm ready to go. I got my scuff controller. I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's do this, bro. All right, let's get Bitcoin up here and let's talk about it. Here we are. We're going to make sense of this range. All right. We are going to make sense of this range. Now, this is all the way back in 2020. This is 2 years ago. That's 2 years ago, ladies and gentlemen. Right here is January 2021. And right here is 2022. Okay? Check this out. Look at this. Now, let's make sense of this range. Appreciate, bro, XRP to the moon. Yeah, bro, 100%. So we have 2022, the beginning of the year's right here. So if we take a look and we draw a fib on this, here we are. We're still sitting in the 236 since the beginning of the year, which is right here. Hey, bro.
Hey, sorry, I just wanted to tell you real quick. Yeah, I got rid of the page. I reopened YouTube, and there's nothing there that has you doing a live right now.
Uh-huh.
There's no live on your page. The last.
Yeah, there is. I'm looking at it right now. Refresh it. Type in Jaded Blur and go to my channel.
I closed it and then reopened.
Yeah, do it again. Type in Jaded Blur and go to my channel.
Ready.
It's live right now. 5 people watching.
Oh, now it wants to pop up. Okay. All right. Yeah, now it pops up.
Yeah, bro.
All right.
Thank you. I know when it's not live and when it is live. It tells me. I get multiple alerts. Thank you, though. Love you.
All right. Love you too.
Bye. My bro just trying to help me out. All right, so let's make sense of this range then, right? Let's make sense of this range. So this marker right here is 2022, the beginning of 2022. So here it is. Now, we're up in the 382. So hard to see that. Yeah, the 382 golden pocket area, which is up here. We come down, we ping, and we sit in the 236, the 0236. And now we just have like this trend line. We're gonna do candle bodies. The most candle bodies, which would probably be about right here. It must be sent from up above. So actually, no, that's not it. It's going to be about right here because we break out, retrace to it, take off. Now, look, this is where things change, okay? This is where things change. It's just like over here. Just like over here. Look at this. Straight down, bounce, 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 and then we move out of the range. Look. Straight down, practically bounce, 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 move out of the range. And how long did that happen? So when we got out of the range, it was about 56 days. So we're currently on 36 days. So if it wants to copy over here, we got about 20 more days, right? If that's going to be the case. However, everything is situational, right? Everything is situational when it comes to cryptocurrency, especially when you're in a super cycle bull run, like I believe we are in right meow. So we put the fib on, and then we put another fib on locally, which would be local high, local low. And in this one, we are already up to the golden pocket area, which means that we could possibly be breaking up above 236 heading into the golden pocket. Because this range, you can see we have peak, peak, lower peak, high, low, high. Like it keeps getting smaller and smaller until it breaks out to one way or the other. And that is what is coming. Oh, I drew too much. Now I have to get rid of everything. I can taste $500 XRP. It's so close. Garlinghouse overjoyed with manhandled by... Wait, what? It does it to you too? Oh, okay. Where my channel goes... Yeah, that's because that copyright stuff. Let me just get rid of everything here. There we go. Dons. Wait, what happened, Dons? What are you talking about? What happened, Dons? But yeah, as far as Bitcoin is concerned, right here, after the peaks, you can see what we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 W formation, and we're just waiting to break out above 46,000 even. Once we break out above 46,000 even, it's off to the races. Or it means that we are just going to go to here, then back down to here. So it's going to be like this. And then it's going to be to here, to here. See? Until we just break out. It's just playing the same game. Just chilling. Oh, the executive order? Was there more clarity on that executive order? But looking at XRP, broke out, retraced the entirety of the move practically. Pretty much the entirety of the move all the way to here. Right here. So this area was not tapped. This area was not tapped. Which means it could get tapped. We'll see. Also, if we take a look at this, move, and let's get rid of this right now, because this is the one that makes the most sense. Here is 2021. Here's 2021 right here. This is when 2021 started. Okay? And here is when 2022 started. So this is 1 year. 1 year. And if we light this up with the most touches, I mean, man, look at this. This thing is just ready to go. I mean, we could bring this down to the start of the year, and we could bring this up to the most touches, which would be right here, which means we broke below and just ready to take off and break above. However, I think this triangle makes more sense right here. Honestly, I do. This is a 1 year triangle that we are about to bust out of, ladies and gentlemen. And the move is definitely going to put us well over $2, about $2.35. Truth in the house, bounce. What up, bro? Hashtag truth. Yo, everyone, what's shaking, y'all? Much love to my bros, followers, and true believers. Thank you for the support you give him. He deserves more for the amount of time he puts in. For others, yeah, I appreciate you, man. That's my brother, always showing his love. Yeah, Moonshot. Executive order left Gary and SEC out of figure it out. 100%, bro. So now we're going to check in with the blockchain backer and see what he has to say. He put something out about an hour ago, which is right here.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the blockchain backer bringing you the latest cryptocurrency
We know, bro.
along with a
We know, blockchain backer. We know, bro. But of course, YouTube doesn't see it that way. Algorithms, I know, bro. You guys are the best, man.
completed ABC correction overnight with the Dow Jones futures. It did get a pop-up out of there, so fortunate to see that we're still continuing on our journey. So long as we're holding above $32,000 over here on the Dow Jones, it looks just like what a normal ABC structure looks like before it heads off and starts another run going into another new all-time high. But of course, 32,000 would need to be the hold level down here. So long as it does, looks awesome. As for Bitcoin, market onto a bull run with it. Daily when the fractal was playing out here that Bitcoin had followed for 6.5 months, on whether or not we're going to have kind of a long and grueling style retracement come in here for Bitcoin. And that, there's a lot of confusion out there in the market. There's a lot of frustration out there in the market because Bitcoin has been ranging in here with this chaotic kind of price action. And in these long and grueling style retracements that you have, that's essentially what you have the whole time. You have ranging, crazy price action that takes place.
Melissa Machado, what is going on? Hey, what is up? Welcome to the stream. We got a good one today. Hope you guys are hanging out for Friday all day. We have an amazing stream today.
The whole way through here. And when we look at this thing from our visual perspective of it, we just can't really make a whole lot of sense out of the chaos that goes in there. But what happened? The same style, same thing goes on up in here. And this is a full-blown reversal move up in here. But we know if it's ABC correcting in here and doing something like that, right? Well, any breakout trades up above here, this thing could stop out at any point in here and then head back down lower again for a B wave. So I keep that in mind. I'm not so convinced that it really means anything more beyond that as for a level. I mean, so, day traders, right? Day traders saying, hey, it's a big deal to catch this, I guess, to try to catch essentially the area right in here. But I don't think it really means anything.
That is the area that most day traders do try to catch. He's 100% correct. Because that would be the confirmation, and that's where a lot of people look for. So let's pull up exactly what he's talking about is right here. So with this continuation up and then anywhere in the 618, 702, or 786, and then he's talking about a B wave, and he's talking about this area right here to right up here. People are trying to catch this because this is the confirmation right here. If it comes up and passes about 46,000, that would be the confirmation he's talking about, which is right here.
Thing more than that if it does actually get above $45,000. Like, so just throwing that out there because I've seen it out there that, hey, if we break above $45,000, it's a big deal. But I've just shown with ABC corrections and whatnot that it's not really that big of a deal if that's all we're doing. And for example, like if we compared this.
And he's correct, because when it comes to that, if you take a look at this, what this range, if we put a GAN box on this, look at this. Here's the range. So here's our range, right? Now, right here, let me show you guys something. Do you see the middle of this? The middle of this right here. Look. See that? Now look at this right here. Okay, and here's the middle, right? Now check this out. So when we break up, this is what happens. You break up and you hit the center of this M formation and come back down to the center of this W formation. And then you bounce up again and you hit the center of the M back down to the W. This is the movement. And it keeps getting smaller and smaller until an imminent breakout. This is the move all the time. So when you break out above, once you get to this 57,200 or 58,500, you better be taking profits, because a B leg can very easily happen.
To XRP down in here, right? It's like saying, hey, we were able to get through this level. It was a breakout trade that happened in here. Like saying the same thing about Bitcoin in here at 45,000.
And do you see how he's marking the tip of the middle of the W right here and the tip of the middle of this W? That makes a lot of sense to me, and I want you guys to make a lot of sense of it as well. Melissa, just working, making paper to buy XRP. Let's go, Melissa. Get it.
And well, if you ended up buying the breakout up in here, you know, look what ended up happening throughout the course of time, right? And so that's kind of the same concept in here. You know, you buy a breakout, yeah, but you know, this thing could, you know, it's still just probably doing something like that. So not necessarily.
Yeah, so buying the breakout of passing right here. If you buy this breakout, this is as far as you're going to get, probably 48,500. So this is where you should start, about right here. You see this wick right here coming from the middle of this M? This wick right here, about 56,452. This is where I would take profits, because it could turn around anywhere from here to up here. I would take profits. I would enter right here. Once it passes 46, take profits right here, because it could turn around at any time.
Necessarily that the breakout,
if I was trading this,
means a whole lot. And same thing goes for Bitcoin with the other structure that we've been looking at, right? Comparing,
and make sure, if you guys are on TradingView, let me get rid of all this. Make sure you're using the free market cipher indicator with the buy signal. Look at the buy signals. So let's pull up this free market cipher buy signal. Here it is. So look at this. This is, you can put this on any crypto you want, or you can put it on anything in the stock market. However, look, when you get double green dots right here, double green dots, double green dots, double green dots. See this double green dot back here on July? Boom, that would have made some healthy profits. Then you get your double red dot right here. Look, price goes down. So this is pretty accurate, because you get a double green dot right here. And then if you waited a few days, it did actually go up. But I wouldn't hold it, like, I wouldn't play it to a T. But definitely pay attention, because these waves in here, especially when you get the big wave and then you get the little wave, After a double green dot, look, you get a sharp movement to the upside. So as long as you know how to read this, the double green dots and the double red dots and the MACD up top, RS and the RSI, then this free market cipher on TradingView is really cool. This thing is really cool because paying for market cipher is very expensive.
Current Bitcoin price action to other Bitcoin reversals, whether they're inverse or tops or bottoms, that in this type of movement, there is no real breakout trade unless if it's like super short lived and you're trying to catch really.
Hey, bro, are you watching me inside of your VR headset?
Small amounts. That any attempt at any type of breakout trades that you tried to do in here, they just weren't short. They just weren't of showing it. And so I'll read this to you and we'll take a look at it together. But I said I was toying around on charts and was inquisitive today. This is nothing more than me just having some fun with some charts. That's it. Not a prediction, just showing time overlaid. And that in the 2018 bear market for Bitcoin, it took 332 days from when the peak hit until it started to capitulate. If we draw that from the day Coinbase IPO'd, which was a 6-month top, and the height of on-chain activity and retail investor FOMO, were on day 331. Again, I'm not predicting this. I just wanted to show it. That was the height of retail FOMO. Retraces are the most common thing to occur in Bitcoin and all markets before crashes happen.
Cypher B, VMC Cypher B divergences? Ooh. All right, so right before this one took off back here in September, there was no big green dot. How come it doesn't give a big green dot? The big green dot. Oh, it did, and then price went down. Okay, so it's showing the divergence, just like it says in the name. Okay, so here's the divergence. Here's the divergence. It is showing the divergences. That is really cool. So here's a divergence. Here's a bullish divergence. Here's a divergence. It is showing divergences. That is cool. And then here's the market cipher one that I like to use. I just like it showing the double green dots because if someone isn't in the market and they want to know when to get in the market, you look for the double green dot pretty much at the tip of one of these bottom peaks, and then boom, look what happens. Boom. Then you get the double red dot, hit that sell button, boom, it goes down. Wait for a double green, stuff like that. Looks like the SEC are asking for another. They're always asking, man. But Don's, I like that one. I'm going to look into that because divergences are amazing. They give you a lot of insight in what is happening in the market.
We have not had a retrace whatsoever, but it will be nice to celebrate getting past that date. In addition, Bitcoin and crypto tends to follow the stock market. Like I've shown, the Dow Jones is doing a typical corrective ABC structure with waves of equal length. But if the Dow started changing or something and the Dow started breaking below 32,000, we'd have something different. And if that happened, it'd be back to the drawing board. Otherwise, I thought it would be celebratory getting beyond the time frame of 332 days.
I want to see something real quick. Bear with me real quick. I want to see something. Here's the Dow Jones. Here's Bitcoin. Dow Jones. Bitcoin. Man, these look so similar. It's crazy.
Like I always say, I'm in the belief that Bitcoin and crypto follows the stock market. I see an ABC correction over here, over in the Dow Jones Industrial Average. The Dow Jones has not hit a 4.236 extension. This setup that I've been following looks great to me for what happens before another run up happens. If 32,000 got taken out down in here, that would change this picture. But we see an ABC, we see waves of equal length, and we see that the B wave came back to the 702 retracement before doing the C wave of equal length. So I see no reason to be panicking over the stock.
Yeah, the 702, very important, ladies and gentlemen. The 702, very important. Let's take a look. Check this out. We are on the daily right now. Oh, hold on. Let me get out of this. Let me move this up. Let's check it out. So let's pull it up real quick. Oh, yeah. Right up into the 702. Right there. Check this out. Exactly what he's talking about. You can see we draw the fib, we come down 236, come up, hit the 702. Boom. A, B, C. C leg straight down.
Market. And as you guys know, I've always preached that I think that crypto follows the stock market, and I'm optimistic on the stock market, so long as this is what we're doing and so long as these levels down here hold. But this weekend will mark that time period of how long it took for Bitcoin to capitulate during the 2018 bear market. Again, this is my belief. This is what I think is going to happen here.
And we're going to track everything that he's talking about. So if we pull this up, and we look back at the 2018 bear market, this is it right here. Let me show you 2018. 2018 is right here. That is January 1st, 2018, ladies and gentlemen. So if we look back and we take a fib, look at this fib. We come up, come down, come up to the 702 and the 786, boom, down, straight down, straight down. So this is the 2017-2018 bull run. September 2017, really, actually, this started in like May. We started getting movement. April, May, started getting movement. Then we came down July, moving back up. September, came back down. Middle of September 2017. Then we get that movement straight up. November, straight down, and then boom, November all the way to January, or all the way till the third week of December. Then we get peak formation. But here's my thing, right? If we go to measure this out from the start of it to the end of it, 365 days. Wow. Now, if we go to 2020, 2021, 2022 bull run, the start of it, I would have to say started September 2020. All right, so we started right here. And here's 365 days. Right here. Every bull run, every single bull run, if we look all the way back to right here, the 2013, 2014 bull run, look at this little blip in time. You ready? Look at this. Let me pull this up. This is so tiny, but we can blow it up to when it was big for us back then. It was a big deal for everybody in crypto. So back here, Bitcoin, 16, 15, 16 bucks, right? Then 2013, boom, cruises all the way up to 250 bucks, comes down, goes sideways for a while. Then in October 2013, cranks into November. Into November. Now look at this. Here's the 2018 one. It starts in April all the way into December. So instead of November, it's December. And then starts in October, goes to April. Retrace, higher high. November again. Every bull run gets longer and longer. Longer and longer. So, it starts here. And we'll say until it goes all the way down, or actually till the second peak. We'll say right there, 318. And look at how big this looks compared to it. Then we get this one that starts about right here. Practically still going. Practically still going. Look at this. This is like, it's, you know what? I don't even have to do this. This is just turning into some type of super cycle because look, this goes up 2017, 2018 bull run. And then look, in 2019, it cranks all the way up again. And then just a couple years later, cranking. We're like super cycling. Look at the distance from here to here. Now look at this distance. It's closer. Things are less time and less time. This is super cycling, man. This is going to crank. We are very close. This is just getting closer and closer. Look how far this is from, and it's 4 years. Look at that. And this just, all the volatility is so close. Look, this is the last bull run 4 years ago to current. So look at all the movement, volatility. And look at this. Things are looking so good
here in the crypto market. And some people would say, you know, which one is better? Would you rather have a capitulation?
4 big bottles of desperate. What? Moonshot. It's all coming in line. Yes, it is.
And get it over with and get moving back to the upside now? Or would you rather have this thing drawn out for an insanely long amount of time, you know, to each choose their poison, right? Structurally, this is the thing that makes the most sense to me. But I thought it was interesting to see how much time had elapsed since the day Coinbase IPO'd, and tomorrow would mark how much time it took for Bitcoin to capitulate. Otherwise, it'll just be another day of keeping eyes over here on the stock market as we head into the weekend. And while we've had a lot of crazy price action over there in the stock market, I'm curious if that time period of insanity has come to pass. You know, one of the things we were watching was oil, the dollar. The dollar's getting up to into retracement levels. And oil saying, you know, anytime it's done anything like this, it wasn't sustainable to be able to do that. And as we can see, it essentially had the same run up on the same amount of time frame in here. And oil has been pulling back pretty good. It's kind of not really making headlines that it's really kind of paused out in here, but it's down, 16, 17%. And, for the week, it's actually had a pretty negative week with a pretty big upper shadow candle. So I'm curious if that's the end of the crazy oil ride. Otherwise, hoping for a positive close for the stock market as we head into the weekend. And we know that next week's our big week with the Federal Reserve interest rate hikes. So it has been 2 years since the Fed started really massively interfering in markets. Of course, they've always been interfering, but as we know, C19 happened 2 years ago at this time. It was also these same dates. So sitting there thinking, 332 days, March 12th. Why does that sound so familiar? Why does that sound so familiar? March 12th. And that's when everything was happening with C19. That's when those markets were capitulating back in 2020. So we're going to hear from the Fed next week in regards to federal interest rate hikes. Will the market lose confidence that the Fed has any capability of being able to control inflation, or will they panic and think that they're going to overdo it? Next week, we'll get our answers. But until then, I hope that you guys have a wonderful weekend. I want to thank you.
Thank you, Blockchain Backer. I hope you have a wonderful weekend as well. Something to think about, ladies and gentlemen. Something to think about. For sure. All right, let's get the EMAs up here. $800 EMA. There it is. And give me the 200. There it is. Okay. And the 50 is right here. Let's see how that plays out. Now let's get rid of these and let's pull in the Bollinger Bands. There we go. It will stabilize if, yeah, for sure. I agree. It will stabilize. Yes. Yeah, it'll be way too late by that point. This is the time when you want to be in. This is definitely the time. You want to be in early, and you just have to ride out this volatile time. You just have to ride it out. That is it. You just have to ride it out. Because even if it drops 70%, which, no, you can't see that coming. The only thing that we are for sure that we can see coming is XRP at hundreds of dollars, thousands of dollars. I can see that because of the world adoption, the people involved. The people involved are what really tells the story. The world adoption, the payment rails, and Dave. Don't forget about Dave. Do not forget about Dave.
Hi, meet Dave. He finally started acquiring some Bitcoin and is expected to be a heavy user soon. But he has a common problem that he can't stand. When Dave tries to send Bitcoin to his friends, why does it take so long? And why is the fee ridiculous? Dave is also asking questions about the impact on the environment. Well, Dave, you are one of many people who are dealing with common Bitcoin issues like high transaction time, high transaction fee, high environmental impact. Luckily, here is the answer. Introducing Spend the Bits. Faster, cheaper, and smart solution that is built on the most advanced, decentralized platform. That is XRP Ledger for secure and reliable transaction. Faster, cheaper, smarter. Decentralized safety. Cryptocurrency payment solution. This app allows users to store, transact, and withdraw their crypto transaction fees. And finally, sleep well knowing you are choosing the most eco-friendly solution, as XRP Ledger is green. More reasons to use Spend the Bits. User can earn interest on their Spend the Bits balance with an option to
He's got it.
I've got it!
Let's get it. เราได้แล้ว
น่ากลัวนะ
อาจารย์เก็บกันนะ
I love it, man. That is so amazing. All right, let's take a look at Bitcoin. I mean, there's a couple things here that I don't like. One is this like head and shoulders, right? I don't like that. I don't like the fact that this is M formation and peaks, right? I don't like that either. I mean, that could bring this all the way down. I mean, we're talking 13,500 for Bitcoin. I don't think that's going to happen because an M can easily turn into a W, and that's what I'm waiting to see happen. Just like from the last bull run, you can see W formation. But it's just scary times right now because everybody is wondering, you know, people have put money in. People see this happening, so they start putting money in, and then boom, market maker brings it down. Same thing here. Price starts going up, boom, market maker brings it all the way down. Look, brought it all the way up to $1.41 and brought it all the way down to 55 cents, 54 cents. You know? Look at this. We come from freaking 17 cents all the way up to $1.96. Boom, back down to 50 cents. I think we are getting ready for a massive breakout. I mean, look at this. Massive breakout. I think we are getting ready for a massive, massive breakout. This thing's just gonna freaking pop. And it's gonna be beautiful, man. It really is. It's gonna be so beautiful. You know, I think I want to get multiple... Hold on, let me bring this over here. Because I want to get multiple... I want to be able to have multiple charts. Let me see if I can upgrade. Oh, why is it so expensive? $15 a month. I get 2 months for free if I do annually. No, I don't want to do it. I have too many monthly payments coming out. I pay for YouTube Premium so we don't ever have to watch commercials when we are on YouTube. Look, we don't ever have to watch commercials, see?
Ignition.
It's because I pay $12 or $15 a month for YouTube Red or whatever it's called, where there's no commercials. I love that. Also, I pay for Amazon Prime for Prime Video.
Sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3.
Don't say 50 cents. It might be copyrighted. Don's. I don't think we even had a real clue how big this is. I don't think so either. A reset of the financial world using ISO 2022 BTC all-time high 69K for a store of value. I believe that XRP gonna flip beat. I believe so too. It's gonna be insane. It is going to be absolutely insane.
2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Let's check in with the digital asset investor.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and look at the next painting that I'm going to invest and do it.
You know what? Let's look at his paintings. I'm not a huge fan of that site where, like a Picasso, you can invest in art. Like 100 different people take a little piece of money and they all buy the painting. It's like, I don't know. He's into this website where they do this.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and look at the next painting that I'm going to invest in on Masterworks.io. This Pablo Picasso just...
So Masterworks.io is the place. So here's Masterworks.io, how it works. Everybody puts in a little money and you get a percentage of a painting that could be worth $800,000 or a couple $1,000,000. Purchase price $122,000. Sale price $29 million. Purchase price $70,000. Sale price $13 million. I mean, you just look at these paintings. How it works: we find the best artists. We determine which artist markets have the most momentum. We purchase the best art. We acquire the best examples available at the best price. We securitize the artwork. We file an offering circular with the SEC, allowing anyone to invest. Estimate 3 to 10 year hold period. We receive your pro rate of proceeds, and if when the painting sells, sell your shares. You have the option to sell your shares on our secondary market. Melts faces. Plastic surgery is done to their face. Wait, what?
Came up. If you go down here and you look at it, they actually have in their what do they call this again? Offering circular. They actually have a picture of the actual painting that. So Masterworks actually purchased this painting, and this shows them putting it on the wall, I guess, or taking it off. And so I'm going to now put like $500 into this, and I'm able to do it because they've not tokenized, but they've securitized, I guess is the right word, their artwork. And so this is one of my sponsors, and I'm excited about it because I don't think I have any that I'm a customer if they're a sponsor, more
Pelosi, what a mess.
or less. That's how I do things. Art, they want to tell you about it so that you.
So here's Kevin O'Leary. I believe he is involved in Hedera Hashgraph. I don't know what they're about to talk about right now, but I think Kevin O'Leary, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank, is a huge investor in Hedera Hashgraph, in HBAR.
You drive the price of what they have up. Okay. Now, John Deaton had replied to the Warren Davidson tweet, because I'd covered some of this in my last video. We have to ask, why was that time wasted? He's talking about, this is where he said the opportunity was wasted with Clayton at the SEC. Why was that time wasted? Who resigns being chairman of the SEC when he could direct policy and then immediately talks about how the SEC must get it right? One explanation is that he used the office for personal gain for him and his buddies. We must investigate. And I'll say it again, Warren Davidson, Americans have lost faith in government and these agencies. The only way to restore it is for us to see people like him get investigated, just like the average Joe would be investigated.
That's right.
Until we see that, you guys are looking at the decline of the United States, and you're aiding it in being turned into a banana republic, and that's the fact, Jack. Okay, I hope you're listening. All right, now Brad Garlinghouse was on CNBC, which is a mystery in itself. All of a sudden, maybe CNBC is doing some face saving. They gave Brad a whole segment. Let's watch it.
Joining me now, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. Brad, thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too, Kate. Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's a big week.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brad Garlinghouse on CNBC is freaking huge. CNBC is terrible news. And they're biting the bullet. Wow. Look at them putting Big Brad on.
for crypto with this executive order. What does this mean for the industry? And what's the big takeaway for you?
Look, I think this has been a very...
Hold on a second. We need this right now. Bank XRP. What the hell?
Brad, thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too, Kate. Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's a big week for crypto with this executive order. What does this mean for the industry? And what's the big takeaway for you?
Look, I think this has been a very positive event. And frankly, we had heard, as I'm sure you had, a lot of rumors about an upcoming...
All right, hold on a second, because the fact that Brad Garlinghouse is on CNBC and got this spot to talk, NBC does not do stuff like this. Fox might do something like this, right? Charles Gasparino, those people. But CNBC, wow, the fact that they're putting Brad Garlinghouse from Ripple, let's watch this.
Joining me now, Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. Brad, thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you.
Good to see you too, Kate. Thanks for having me.
Of course, it's a big week for crypto with this executive order. What does this mean for the industry? And what's the big takeaway for you?
Look, I think this has been a very positive event. And frankly, we had heard, as I'm sure you had, a lot of rumors about an upcoming executive order. And I think this exceeded my expectations of what we could have even hoped for. Because look, the first step to solving a problem is acknowledging you have one. And for me, the executive order is really calling out something we've been saying for years, that one, this is a massive industry. It's not going away. We have tens of millions of US citizens participating in various ways, which is awesome. But it also is calling out that, look, we have had a fragmented and siloed approach to regulation here in the United States. And that is impacting the United States leadership in this very critical, very rapidly growing industry. So I thought it was a very positive evolution, and I'm hopeful that it'll catalyze some solutions that we haven't seen yet.
And that seemed to be one of the big themes, competitiveness and the U.S. not wanting to fall behind on being on really the forefront of innovation. Do you think that played into it, the U.S. feeling like it might be falling behind?
I think it's clear it had a big impact in why the executive order was written. I think what we have seen really, and you kind of see, particularly the talk about silos, you kind of see to some degree the executive branch saying, hey, this SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, can't take singularly the lead because it has to think holistically. Every time the SEC is mentioned in the executive order, it's alongside the CFTC as well as the CFPB. And I think we have seen here in the United States, things have been withheld. Sorry, they've been moving more slowly. And as to your question, outside the United States, in countries like Japan, in Singapore, in the UK, in Switzerland, even in the UAE, you're seeing entrepreneurs and investors able to pursue opportunities in crypto and blockchain without that uncertainty, because the regulatory clarity has been there. Something Ripple has been calling for from well beyond even the recent lawsuit with the SEC.
So you mentioned the SEC. I got to ask you about the SEC versus Ripple case. What can you tell us about that at this point? What's the latest, and has there been any progress when it comes to that lawsuit?
Well, it's been almost not quite a year and a half since the SEC sued Ripple, sued myself, sued Chris Larson, and we are moving as expeditiously as we can. It has certainly been frustrating to see the SEC drag their feet. This past week, expert discovery wrapped up. The SEC had sought delays around that, and I mean, one of the ironies around this has been that Gary Gensler, the chair of the SEC, has been quoted as saying, "Justice delayed is justice denied," and then the SEC goes out and seeks delays. It's rare for a defendant against the SEC to be pushing to see things happen faster, but we think it's very clear that the SEC has overstepped. The SEC has taken what's called the Howey test, which is the test to determine if something's security, and they've really stretched it beyond recognition. So I'm hopeful and optimistic we'll see some decisions around some key elements that are before the court today, that maybe within weeks. We'll see. I think the questions that that the court has been asking have been very thoughtful, and I'm hopeful that we'll get some clarity soon.
And you've described the SEC in the past as really picking winners, and the idea that XRP as a cryptocurrency has been taken off of exchanges like Coinbase. In some senses, investors have missed out and not been able to trade XRP on those exchanges. Ripple has also seen certain downsides. Is it fair to say that the SEC is picking winners when it comes to XRP or other cryptocurrencies?
Well, one of the things I loved about the executive order, there are a number of themes that we have been at least championing in the marketplace that we saw in that executive order. One of them was about the importance of a level playing field. And as you pointed out, a big part of that executive order was around U.S. competitiveness. And what we saw happen at the SEC is, picking winners and losers, saying, hey, we don't think ETH is a security, but we do think XRP is a security, despite a whole lot of similarities. So I think that with the executive order, I'm hopeful that we'll get some of that level playing field we have sought. It's certainly not the role for the federal government to pick winners and losers. I think I'm a supporter and believer in what's happening in the Ethereum ecosystem. There's different use cases. And again, the executive order calls out specific use cases, for example, around cross-border payments, where Ripple has been focused really since the beginning, and how XRP, the digital asset kind of native to our solution, can really solve a lot of problems and benefit many consumers and businesses here in the United States.
Before we go, former SEC Commissioner Jay Clayton joined Squawk Box to talk about crypto regulation, and here's what he had to say.
Digital assets, whether new assets or old assets or familiar assets being digitized, are here to stay. And it also signals that they're going to be regulated to the extent that they are financial products, investments, and the like, with the same principles, time-tested principles that we've had for a long time. Consumer protection, investor protection, stability, anti-money laundering, those types of things. And there's one very important thing that is in this order, and that is a recognition that technological advancement is important for the continued prominence of the US dollar.
All right, that was Crypto World, ladies and gentlemen. CNBC having Big Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple. We all know XRP is going to be hundreds and thousands of dollars per token one day, and we are making history right now. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Everything is looking very, very good for Ripple and XRP. And the fact that Brad was on CNBC says a lot. Brad has been all over the news lately. We are pushing for that clarity. We are pushing for all of that. So, hope you guys appreciated that. All right, let's check this out. Sorry, guys. I was recording something for a YouTube video real quick. That was, I recorded that whole thing. All right, let's check it out. Let's check it out. I want the world to know. Got to let it go. Just make sure to pay attention to it. That's all I mean by that. Of course, man. Always pay attention to every little nuance of everything that comes out. Triple fact check everything before any moves are made, always. All right, let's go from the top all the way down to about right, I would say here. And let's draw this from, I would say here. Look at this triangle, ladies and gentlemen. This is 1 year. You had your little break below, pushed a little higher. I mean, this thing is on the brink right now. We got bullish divergences coming out. We got higher highs and higher lows happening. I mean, this thing looks like it is getting ready to complete the giant W. That's what I want to see right there, man. That is what I want to see. I want to see that giant W completed. All right, let's get back to digital asset investor real quick. First of all, Orlando, what is up, man? This is Blur Gang. What is up, Orlando? Yes. Yes, Brad is all over the news, man. Orlando, let's go.
The library, this is the other SEC lawsuit going on with a crypto company. John Deaton was going to interview Jeremy Kaufman, who I guess is the founder of Library. Be ready to be even more offended by the SEC. We can celebrate the executive order being positive, but there's an ongoing war against crypto led by the SEC. He's so right. Then he says, I just finished the interview. I promise you that you will become even more outraged by the SEC. If the SEC's theory in the Library case is successful, not only is Ethereum a security, but Bitcoin miners could be considered securities too. Wowzers. Okay, Stefan Huber, the other day we covered this, but he pointed out to me that he's calling, I think he's calling himself an idiot or something. They collaborated it. Novogratz says Gary won't give crypto a free pass, but he likes Ethereum. So this was that thing where Mike Novogratz is talking about how he knows he's friends with Gary, but this part we didn't catch. He's not going to give crypto a free pass, but I think he's pro Bitcoin, pro blockchain, pro Ethereum. That reminds me of Mike Novogratz. What was it? 9 days before the Hinman speech, he's on Bloomberg on a TV show, and he says he'll bet, was it dimes to donuts?
Let them say whatever. They are profane. They are the profane. Yeah, it really doesn't matter. And the fact that Jay Clayton dropped the lawsuit, on Ripple, Chris Larson, and Brad Garlinghouse on his way out the door, really put Ripple and XRP on the map. I mean, it was already on the map. Ripple and XRP have world adoption already. Hundreds of banks, central banks, payment processors, payment rails like Navati, Azimo Pay. It had MoneyGram for a while. MoneyGram went to XLM, which is fine because Jed McCaleb, creator of XLM, was co-founder of XRP, and I believe they are all working together. But XRP is the one, ladies and gentlemen, that I believe is going to really take over when it comes to worldwide bridge currency, doing all the money in the world. Swift is either going to adopt it or get taken over by it. Fact, Brad Garlinghouse is on CNBC should make everybody's alarms start to turn. All I'm saying, pay very close attention to executive order. Page bill delivered with only 24 hours. Read and vote. Yeah, man. You guys check out that executive order. Get into it. Read it a little bit. Read it. Get into it. Look at the little things that are in it. But we all know that crypto is too big to go away. Way too big. Especially XRP, especially Bitcoin, especially things like Cardano that are so decentralized, they can't even be touched. Places like Africa, South America, there are places where it's going to thrive. A lot of money in Africa, believe it or not, a lot of money.
That Ethereum is the SEC comes out and says Ethereum was a security, but it's not now. Did Mike Novogratz know something? Did he have inside information on this whole deal? That's what we keep wondering. Then Stefan Huber puts this out. Can you slowly put one and one together? Russian Sberbank launches crypto ETF with companies like Coinbase and Galaxy Digital, which is Mike Novogratz's firm. And then Mike Novogratz now is saying Russia-Ukraine war will boost crypto adoption and dollar marginalization. And then our old friend Elizabeth Warren, during all of this Russia-Ukraine stuff, she says, I've been ringing the alarm bell on crypto, from consumer protection to environment to national security, especially since Russian elites can use digital assets to undermine sanctions.
They can't use digital assets to undermine sanctions. Russia doing 50 billion a day. There's not enough liquidity to be able to. Come on.
POTUS is right to spotlight crypto's risks, and
we all know it's a joke. We all know that this whole thing is a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Show me the chart and I'll tell you the news. The charts dictate the news.
We need strong rules before it's too late. So there's Elizabeth Warren trying to do what she thought she couldn't do before now that she's got the crisis she needs. That's Rahm Emanuel's, that's the way he does things, and I'm sure she's a disciple. John Deaton then posts the Joseph Lubin, where he's talking about helping to disguise whale purchases in the Ethereum ICO, and he says, Ripple publishes XRP market reports detailing XRP sales. Library.
They all pro everything other than XRP, yes, but Ripple and XRP are making waves. Things are about to flip flop so hard and do a 180. It's not even funny. Just wait. I mean, Ethereum is a fucking train wreck. Cardano is going to take over everything Ethereum does. You know what? XRP might take over everything that it does because of federated sidechains, NFTs. XRP is really it, man. It is really it.
.com provides a link detailing every transfer of LBC, their token, I guess. In return, Library and Ripple get sued. Look who the SEC gave a free pass to. Yes, sir, this will continue to be the disguised elephant in the room. Now, UK, this is pretty interesting. We were hearing a week or two ago about whispers that the UK might ban Bitcoin. Now it says UK financial regulatory body instructs Bitcoin ATMs to shut down after being declared illegal. Uh-oh. Now, I could not remember if I covered this tweet. Now, this graphic right here has been going around for a long...
Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Satoshi Nakamoto. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Satoshi Nakamoto. Samsung, Toshiba, Nakamichi, and Motorola is Satoshi Nakamoto. Look at that.
Times, it's an old graphic, but why is Elon Musk on March 9th, 2022, all of a sudden...
Elon posts this on my birthday at 2 in the morning.
...tweeting this graphic out. You know, I've always said on this channel, the second that someone comes out and says, I'm Satoshi Nakamoto, and proves it by sending Bitcoin or sending Bitcoin from what's known as the Satoshi Nakamoto wallet, Bitcoin maxis have a huge freaking problem on their plate, because that's the moment that this party's over, because then you've gone from something decentralized to centralized with a person or an entity that is known, and that's a problem. That's a big, huge problem, and that is why I've never bought in, or at least in recent times, I just don't buy the Bitcoin thing. I don't believe Wall Street would go all in on this thing if they didn't know who created it. I don't think they could. All right.
And look at Dan Pena. We'll get back to this in a second. Look at what did Dan Pena say a long time ago? What did he say? What did he say? Do we remember?
But one of the great calls I made is a year ago when Bitfuck was at $19,600. I said, it's over. Smart money, sell half, keep half. My mentees lost billions because nobody listened to me. We got some Bitfucks in there, I can tell. Too bad. Shows you the stupidity. Shows you the stupidity. And I know who's behind Bitcoin. And it ain't some fucking Japanese guy in a cave. I know the guy. And when that comes out, you heard it here first. Bitcoin is going to zero. Zero. When it comes out, zero. Who's behind Bitcoin? Putin. Putin. Who's behind Bitcoin? Putin. It's a Ruski conspiracy up the American economy and the world. It's a long-range plan he started 7-8 years ago. He's going to see the demise of the Western financial world while he's still the head of Russia. He's going to live. He's going to be there long enough.
So, truth, Putin invented BTC. Hey, exactly what we're talking about. Exactly. So, he says he knows the guy, and when that comes out, Bitcoin's going to zero. Then recently, a video comes out about Dan Pena talking about Putin created it. Who else? Do you guys know who else claimed to invent Bitcoin? Do you guys remember? Craig White. Craig White claims that he created Bitcoin. You guys remember this?
Hello, my name is Ink. Thank you.
Japanese, and I'm sure he would find it very cool because I thought it was a cool culture. I mean, the whole.
My name's Craig Wright, and I'm about to demonstrate a signing of a message with the public key. I don't think I should have to be out there. There's nothing owed to the world where I have to come out and say, I am X, I am Y. I mean, I invented this. I want to work. I want to keep doing what I'm doing, and that's what I'm going to do. And I don't work and invent and write papers and code by coming in front of TVs. I don't want money, I don't want fame, I don't want adoration. I just want to be left alone.
I mean, one of the stories that came out was that you were
So Craig White, if you guys don't remember, let me go to my channel and find the video. I think I have it set to private right now, but I want to show you guys something. Let me find this video so I can show you guys. I'm going to find this video about Craig White admitting he created Bitcoin. I made a video a long time ago, but I set it to private after I released it. But I still have it. I never deleted it. I still have the video. I'm pretty sure I still have it. Let me find this video. Craig White, where is he? Where is it? Did I get rid of it? I might have got rid of it, ladies and gentlemen. What is this? Nope, that's not it. I know I know I have this video somewhere. Let me find it. No, that's not it. Hold on, I want to find this. Give me 1 second. What is this? This might be it. Is this it? New law in 15. No, that's not it. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I want to find this. I want to find this. Do. Oh my God, did I delete that video? I must have. I must have, ladies and gentlemen. No. YouTube wouldn't have deleted it. I would have got an email if they did. Hold on a second. Here it is. I found it. I found it. What is up, guys? Jada Blair. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I have something crazy in store for you guys today. What an amazing live stream we had today. It was a lot of fun. I wanted to bring something special to you guys. You, the creator of Bitcoin right now. And I hope you guys appreciate this one.
That the creator of Bitcoin was actually Craig White, and that he did just want to remain anonymous in the beginning because he didn't want to take credit for it, didn't want to be famous for it.
Asset that we have is all the things that give value to society. Money
is information.
Guys, little story about Bitcoin, guys. Here's some Craig White, guys.
Hola, Colombia. I'm going to start by teaching you a little thing that Adam Smith taught us a long time ago. Money is not wealth. Wealth is capital. Wealth is all the things that give value to society. Money is information.
That's right.
The reason we have Bitcoin is not so that we can have an asset that we hoodle. It is not so that you can have another form of speculative asset. It is not digital gold. I did not create BitGold. I did not create eGold. I created electronic, peer-to-peer, digital cash. Cash has to be used. It has to be spent. Every time we...
You guys heard that, right?
Was actually Craig White, and that he did just want to remain anonymous in the beginning. I really believe, after looking at all the information, that the
peer-to-peer. I did not create eGold. I created electronic, peer-to-peer, digital cash. Cash has to be used. It has to be spent.
So there he is. I didn't create this. I did not create this. I created, and she's saying he created Bitcoin. So that's when Craig White said he created Bitcoin. I just wanted to share that with you guys. What the heck is this? Hold on a second. Okay, here it is. Let me get back into... All right, so this was the video. I do have it set to private right now. This was the thumbnail right here. All right, now let's get back into this. Max Payne, what is up, man? Maddie bullshit G, I know, man. Oh, I know. All right, let's watch this.
Digital Pound Foundation, a wonderful quote from James Wallace, Ripple's VP of Central Bank Engagement and Digital Pound Foundation steering committee member. Move money like information. Why would the Digital Pound Foundation be tweeting something like that? And then we've got a lot going on with this whole Russia-Ukraine thing. Janet Yellen says Americans will likely see another year of very uncomfortable high inflation. Janet told us last year that she was confident inflation would ease this year. Yeah, these people are never right, and they're probably intentionally never right. This is a good tweet right here. The Fed will never warn you of a coming recession. They'll happy talk everything until the bitter end. In 2007, they told you subprime was contained and not a threat to the economy. In 2021, they told you inflation was transitory and everything was awesome.
Orlando, it was an accident. Born from the ashes of centralization. Max Payne, hello. Oh, who do you believe, Jaded? So many bad actors claiming to be Satoshi or know who he is. Well, let me rewind this real quick. Look at this. Samsung, Toshiba, Nakamichi, Motorola. Look at this. Look what Elon Musk tweeted out. Satoshi Nakamoto. Look at that. It's right there. Satoshi Nakamoto. Crazy, right?
Threat to the economy. In 2021, they told you inflation was transitory and everything was awesome. Ministry of Misinformation. And then there's this. Remember Alan Greenspan, who used to run the Fed?
Well, you know what's interesting is gold is still significant. I ask myself if it's a relic of a long history. Why is there $1 trillion held in gold by the world's central banks, plus the IMF and all of the other financial institutions? If it's worthless and meaningless, why is everybody still holding it?
Let me fill you in, folks, and I'm going to whisper this for emphasis. You don't have to believe me, and I may never be able to prove it, but I don't care. I've been in this space since 2013. Let me whisper it for effect here. Someone, not a libertarian, not a libertarian in his bathrobe, created Bitcoin. A government or someone or a three-letter agency is who created Bitcoin. I don't know which government, I don't know which three-letter agency, but a government or a government / three-letter agency created this because they don't want you going into physical gold. I'm telling you, that's the fact, Jack. And like I said, I can't prove it. It doesn't matter. Here's what matters is don't ever forget about God's money, which is gold. Okay, I'm doing it right now. In fact, this very morning, I invested another $500 onto my Glint, into my Glint account, because I have a Glint debit MasterCard, and I can actually spend my gold. It will literally, if I go to a restaurant like tonight, let's say, as I often do.
D.I. motherfucking A, baby. Who created Bitcoin?
Let's say I go to get what I love is going to.
Yes, gold. Another sponsor, someone else who's paying him to say stuff. Come on. Enough with the puppets. I like you, digital asset investor, but don't sell out on us, please. Please don't sell out on us. All right, let's check it out. Let's get back into the hourly real quick. Hold on. Let's check this out real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get rid of that. Okay. So we had an uptrend, which broke down because they usually do. Uptrends always break down. And you can see outside the Bollinger Band right here, close a couple candles inside, returns to the other side. Close a couple candles inside, returns to the other side, pokes out of the Bollinger Band, close a couple candles, comes back to the other side. Now we closed 1-2 candles inside. This is more than likely going to return back up to 75 cents as soon as it's done with its movement, which it should be because it is at pretty much the top of the middle of this W, and that's usually where they return back up. So we'll keep an eye on that. Other thing I want to look at and see what my boy Tino has to say. He was live a few hours ago.
You know, this price action has been very interesting. We experience moments of fear and greed continuously, and all in this tight range. Okay? From last night's Asian session, they came down.
Yo, congratulations, bro, on the whole vape thing. Congratulations, man. Keep it up. Moonshot, keep it up, man. Keep it up. That's awesome, bro, honestly.
And just hit the lows. They came back and recovered the previous green vector candle in Bitcoin. Terrible. How could we know they're going to send price in that direction? Well, look, frankly, we would never know, but we have to work with probabilities. We can't guarantee something's going to happen, but we improve the chances by breaking down the confluences, or the idea of what are the chances of them actually sending price to that zone. The way you can work that out is not just by having confluences, but by looking at the candlesticks. How are they moving? Are they moving fast or are they moving slow? Yeah, as always, I always warn you people, before I leave every stream in the evening, I always say to you, only consider trading the opens. Wait for Tokyo, wait.
And I always push for the same things, ladies and gentlemen. The opens, the New York opening, the Asian session opening, which is later on tonight in about 6 hours, 6.5 hours. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, about right here when it opens. And it might, let me see. It might actually push down. We'll have to wait and see. Just believe, and you got this, Moonshot. Yes, you do, man. Yes, you do. 100%. So let's take a look I want to check this out myself. Let's go onto my Twitter real quick. Elon Musk. I love this. Look at this. I'm retweeting this. Look at Elon Musk, man. Ah! This is great. Wait, my account is suspended? What? You may not be allowed to perform this action. What? What? Zero following, zero follow. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. Hold on a second. It had me logged into the wrong account. Yeah, it had me wrong. It had me logged into the wrong account. Huh, that's funny. That Elon tweet means keep an eye out for Ms. Okay. No, I don't troll. Elon blocked you? No, no, no. No, I just went on my Twitter on my phone. There's nothing wrong with it. I'll show you. Check it out. See, and we can go to Elon, and I can retweet it just like that. And we can go back to my page. And boom, there it is. There it is, right on my page, retweeted. Jaded Blur official. All right, cool. Nah, I don't troll people. People troll me because they get upset. They get upset at me. People get mad at me because I'm not tribal. I'm not tribalistic. Like, I don't pick a coin like Tron or like some meme coin or like Litecoin or Cardano, and I'm not tribalistic like Cardano's the only one or Zilliqa. Zilliqa's the only crypto that matters. You're stupid if you hold anything else. I'm not like that. I do my research. I figured out XRP is the one and only. That's it. You guys, anyone can invest. You can invest in whatever you want. I won't be upset. People get upset at me because I don't care about anything else except for these couple cryptos. That's people get upset at me because I do not join in the tribalistic game. I do not care. If Bitcoin, when I make a shit ton of money off of XRP and XLM, I might pick up a couple Bitcoins, of course. Because when the future comes and Bitcoin might be $1 million a token or 600,000 a token, people are going to be like, man, back in the days you could have got Bitcoin for $1 or 10,000 or 30,000, and I'll be sitting with a few Bitcoin. I'll be an OG holding a few Bitcoin, you know, on top of being a multi-freaking billionaire from XRP. So I'm not worried about it. People can talk all they want because I know I'm in the right one. I don't need to talk and have long conversations and threads with people because I know what's going on. I am hip to what is happening, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very hip to what is happening. So yeah, when it comes to XRP, let's take a look here. Let's put it on the let's go on the weekly real quick. So here's the weekly. Here's the beginning of the year right here. And here is the weekly. So here is an area that has been untouched recently. The top of that wick has not been touched recently. Also, we have, let's see, this area right here as well, which would be this wick right here. So we got some areas here, and the $1.41 is the area. Once we get through $1.41, it's over, man. Once we get through $1.41, I believe we are off to the races. I really do. We are easily blasting through $2, easily, once that happens. So the great thing about this is when you're moving down like this, when you have this trend that's moving down, the way that you break from this is always going to be up. So since this is in this trend bouncing in between these lines, the only way to break is up. So I know soon enough there will be a massive break to the upside. And if this is it right here, if this W formation is it, this could be it. You get the bounce off of the 50 EMA, the fake out to the downside, and then you crank up, retrace, take off. There's some cool stuff that could be happening here. And we go back onto the daily, and you can see it right here. You have a giant W formation right here. You also have a smaller W formation right here that's ready to take off. And you have one right here as well. So there's 3 W's right there ready to take off. So it's pretty exciting. And now we're just bouncing around right here, just sideways. The last time we went sideways, broke up. Sideways, break up. Our next level could be $1 to $1.01, or $1.05 to $1.12, which is right here. This is what we're looking for. Yeah, it's a crappy coin, but the thing is they got that store of value thing going on, like digital gold almost. Like gold's a store of value, Bitcoin's kind of a store of value. But XRP is about to make a huge, what the hell? Huge difference. Oh, I keep hitting this. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, it's about to make a huge difference, ladies and gentlemen. And XLM, I love XLM. And here's XLM on the weekly. And look at this. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Recovery, return to the upside. This XLM is about to do its thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, XLM's about to do its thing, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. We peaked outside. We closed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. We've closed inside. This thing is about to return up to 40 cents plus. 40 cents plus, if not higher. Because once we break the 44-cent area, there's no more resistance. It's off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. Multi-dollars. Bitcoin's an excellent asset. Wait, over dollar dancing. You'll be dancing around your van. Bitcoin's an excellent asset, DogeF Trillionaire says. Against inflation, the rates for the dollar inflation is 8 to 16%, depending on how you calculate it for Bitcoin inflation, is 1 to 2%. So XLM is looking really good. It's in this trend as well. And you always break up from these downward trends. I mean, look at this one right here. Broke up. I mean, look at this huge uptrend. You break down. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Look at this. You're going to break up. And I believe we still, I mean, look at this. Look, there's an area we haven't even got to yet. XLM. Massive, massive cup and handle. Look at this. Look. Look at this. We'll go to the candles. The candle bodies are perfect. Look at this. See the candle bodies? Look, candle bodies. Perfectly even. Perfectly even. Massive cup and handle. Massive. That takes us to $1.40. $1.40 once that breaks out. $1.40 when XLM breaks out. One, two, three, four, five. This thing is getting ready to return to the upside. XLM is getting ready to break up. This thing is going to break up like any day now. Possibly any hour now. That is looking really, really good. XRP. Look at XRP. Look at this channel. That's going to break up any day now. Amazing. What is this thing? Ripple XRP settlement discussion. How does this guy know anything about what is going on with the settlement?
So the latest news is that Brad Garlinghouse appeared on Fox Business the other day and talking about where is this case going and is there going to be some form of settlements. Now, he did mention...
All right, I'm going to listen. I got to go downstairs and get another cup of coffee. I'm going to be listening to what Tom says on Crypto Busy with you guys, okay? Let me give him a quick like, because I like Tom. And I'll be right back up.
There hasn't been any mention of settlements within the court, but again, when anything is legal like this, they don't want to say anything because it could be misconstrued, it could be sort of taken out of context and everything like that. So I'm sure there have been some discussions, but at the end of the day, something concrete could come fairly soon. But for the time being, we just have to go by what information we have in front of us. And the information that we have in front of us, which I'm going to go through much further detail in today's video, is that we're getting to some form of hyper adoption, not only for crypto, potentially for also XRP as well. So stay tuned, definitely watch the very end. My name is Tom. This is Crypto Busy. If you're new to Crypto Busy and you want to see more videos about XRP and crypto and everything else in between, be sure to join the Crypto Busy family today and subscribe. So going further into this, talking about where things are going with this cryptocurrency case, with this Ripple SEC case, there's a lot of moving parts at play. There's also a few dates to be aware of as well. And this could be over much sooner than people expect it to be. I mean, we've been talking about this for over a year now, but eventually there has to be some steam, or people running out of steam. And the SEC, I think, have come to the end of the road. They've ran out of steam really much. And also the same thing with Ripple. They want to get away from this. They want to move on and start with the adoption for XRP itself, because this is stopping the adoption for XRP. And JP Morgan said in a document saying that this Ripple SEC case is stopping the adoption for XRP. If Ripple win, or if there's some form of settlements, then that will be good for the case itself. But what was interesting to see is that Gary Gensler, who is the SEC chief, he said it's expected that the commission, the SEC, would lose some cases as it attempted to establish a legal difference between currencies and securities tokens. And we go further into this. Let's go into the market itself. Let's go into XRP's price, and then also some technical analysis. I'll go into that in much further detail later on. But going into what John Deaton has said here, the executive order that was announced by the Biden administration, the crypto executive order, directs agencies to work with our allies and partners to ensure international frameworks and also a standard, essentially, for everything that's happening in the world at the moment for financial institutions. So the UK's FCA have declared XRP is not a security. Japan's FSA, the Financial Security Authority, they have declared XRP a non-security. Switzerland, the UAE, Singapore, and other countries around the world say that XRP is not a security. This is huge. Why is it that the United States, it's a large country, it's an important country in the world, it has its say in everything. Why is it the only country in the world that are suing the SEC, or why is the SEC suing Ripple? Why is it the only country? I think it goes down to ego. It boils down to ego at the end of the day. The United States at the end of the day are worried about the United States dollar losing its world reserve currency status. We're in the transition stage of that being the case. We could be seeing a new financial system. We're seeing that in front of us right now. We're seeing it unveiled in front of us as well, especially with the crypto executive order. And then on top of that, people changing opinions about the US dollar. You've had El Salvador adopts Bitcoin as legal tender, moving away from the traditional currency reserves, and also with Brazil as well, they're looking into alternatives, and other countries across the world looking into alternatives as we see inflation happen for the United States dollar, and then also for the rest of other countries as well. So that is also important. So the financial framework that we're in at the moment is completely changing. Ripple, I think, is at the forefront. XRP is at the forefront of this because it's a key player in this changing financial system, and in a way, we see this play out in front of us right now. So let's go into the price analysis for XRP, where things are going for it. Now, the prices may be different on the time that this video does come out because crypto is very volatile, but the points in this video still stand. The points in this video that I'm going to talk about in today still stand, and they'll stand for a long time. Anyway, let's go into the price action. Let's go into the technical analysis. Now, we've seen a lot of things being affected, or affecting XRP's price over the past few months, really, especially since of last year. Last year from November all the way down to now, really. November, we had a high of around $1.34, and then Bitcoin's price started to tumble and continue to tumble as well. We sort of breakout earlier on this year, where we saw some positive news come out with the Federal Reserve, and then also what's happening across the world at the moment, of course, and then that is affecting XRP's price. Coupled with that is how Bitcoin affects the rest of the market, and then also coupled with that as well is the Ripple SEC case. There's a lot of things that's affecting XRP's price, that's also suppressing XRP's price as well currently. But right now we're in some form of wedge, and if this is broken out, we could be seeing sort of a price action of going upwards of around sort of trying to claim and reach that $1 target in the immediate short term. So what I mean by that is if we see a massive breakout, if we see some good news, or massive breakout coupled with some good news, So a Bitcoin breakout and also some good news in the Ripple SEC case. I think XRP could go to $1 within the space of 2 days. But for the time being, we're in very uncertain times. There's also a lot of volatility in the market. So we could be seeing the potential support of around 70 cents for the time being. I mean, 70 cents has been a major area of support for XRP over the past few days. And then also on top of that, we could be seeing if that 70 cents support is broken, we could be seeing the retest of 60 cents. So these sort of psychological levels, these key levels of 60, 70, and 80 are very key to be aware of, guys. So if we see, we could be seeing XRP's price try to retest 70 cents. If we see that broken on the daily time frame, then 60 cents could be in play. If we see that turn into support, then we could be seeing 80 cents in the immediate short term. But again, go into this further with the fundamental analysis for XRP. Ripple is predicting an end date, so it's to its SEC lawsuit. So we've got to mark our calendars here. We're looking further into this, ISO 20022 compliance. That is also something I'm going to go through later on in today's video. The key dates to be aware of, really, guys, is certainly something around sort of the end of this month. We're going to be seeing some decisions being made, especially
USMC laters. What is up, bro? Late to the show, but I'm here. Hey, good to see you, man. I know, it's just silly, man. Tell them laters, $500. Yes.
Actually, about where this case is going to be going. So the way that these sort of cases go, and the way that sort of cases with the SEC tend to go, is that twice per year, federal judges submit a list to Congress of motions pending for 6 months or longer, and the list is due next March, this coming month, at the end of this month, really, guys. If Judge Torres doesn't issue a ruling on the pending motions, she must report those motions for inconclusion on the 6-month list, and so that could mean sort of a time pressure for the SEC, for Ripple Labs themselves. There's also going to be a decision made on these 63 emails. I think if the ruling and SEC have to hand over these emails, I think this will go down to settlement very quickly. So that, in that case, that path, if we explore that path, if Judge Netburn, if she says that the SEC have to submit these 63 emails, then it's pretty much over at that point. And because they've been holding these emails, the SEC have been holding these emails for over a year now. Clearly, there's something within these emails that is jeopardizing to this case that will create some form of win for Ripple Labs themselves. So they want to find a way to reduce that impact. And if they do have to hand over these 63 emails, then we will most likely be seeing a settlement in April. If they don't, then we could be seeing it settled anywhere between June and August of this year. Some people have been saying November, but I think by that point, we're getting into the realm of speculation here, guys. And also another blow to the SEC case of seeing other
USMC laters. I like that. But what happens when somebody breaks their leg on stairs that aren't by code the right amount of inches apart and sues you for like $300,000? Or a light bulb goes out and you never replace the light bulb, so they end up tripping and breaking their arm, or they fall. The liabilities that come with properties are, it's so ridiculous, and it's so scary because we are in such a litigating society where people will just sue for anything. So you get this nice couple or nice people that want to rent out the condo, and next thing you know, you're being sued because they broke their finger or they fractured their ankle falling on something that should have been fixed or something like that, or whatever it is. They make something up. They fuck with the wires so they get electrocuted, and you can't prove it because they got a ton of pictures of it and it's faulty, and you don't have any pictures of what it looked like previously. So there's so many things. Just look out, man. That's all I'm saying. Be careful, because properties can become liabilities very, very quickly.
Judges come out and say that the SEC will lose this case in XRP because XRP, or Ripple Labs' case, is very strong against the SEC. So that is also super important when it comes to this. I think by now we can go in much further detail with the analysis and settlements and everything like that. But really and truly, where things are going is that we're all aware that settlements, the big S word, is certainly becoming into play now.
Yeah, then your insurance payment goes up a ton.
It's only a matter of time in predicting when that could be the case and how this will affect XRP's price. So let's also discuss that as well. We could be seeing a settlement this year. let's just put that aside. Let's go into the utility of XRP and the price action of XRP. Can we be seeing a $5 XRP in 2022? It is possible. it is potentially likely, but there's a few things we need to get through to see those sort of price actions. Now, we've seen this sort of price action before, where we've seen 1,000% return in XRP in the space of 30 days, pretty much, back in 2017. Is that going to be the case this time round? Now, we have to take that into with a pinch of salt, really. Could we be seeing that this year? It is potential. It is not confirmed, or it's not going to be 100% accurate if that's going to be the case. Anyone who says we're going to be seeing $5 XRP by June is lying to you, because nobody really knows. They're only in the land of speculation. But let's have a look into the utility of XRP. FedNow is a new service. It's coming out fairly soon, next year. It's an instant payment service that the Federal Reserve banks are developing to enable financial institutions of every size in every community across the United States to provide safe, efficient, instant payment services in real time, around the clock, every day of the year. Does this sound familiar to you? It's Ripple Labs at the end of the day, in my opinion. FedNow, the service will launch in 2023. It is also ISO 20022 compliant. So is Ripple Labs. Ripple Labs are compliant with the ISO 20022. This is also super important because there's many institutions out there that comply with this. If we go into this, Swift want to comply with this as well. The UK FPS, FPS service, the faster payment service, they want to comply. The Nordic countries as well, the Bank of International Settlements, they want to. FedNow, FedWire, lots of institutions out there want to comply and are going to be complying with ISO. I do think Ripple, XRP are going to be involved in this somehow. If we see what's happening in the world, and we see that famous picture of Brad Garlinghouse with Christine Lagarde, who was the head of the IMF, who's now the head.
Well, DogeGF Trillionaire, if that's the case, then you're good to go. If that is truly the case.
Of the European Central Bank. This is also super important going forward with how this case is going to unfold, and will also with the adoption of XRP. If those hurdles are met and they succeed, and if we see a settlement, if we see a win in this case of this year, so I think take out the idea of potential settlements happening this month or next month. Just have it in your mind that it could be settled at any time, and put that to one side. Have a very long-term perspective when it comes to XRP.
Oh yes, that is in my mind, Tom. It can be settled at any time. All right, this candle did jump up to 19 cents. Let's take a look at it on the daily. And now let's pull it up on the hourly. All right, here we are on the hourly. So we're downtrend. Boom, we popped up. Come down. We're waiting for it to pop up again, because we have this massive W formation that we have right here. And then we have this smaller W formation right here. We're waiting for these to play out. And here's XRP. Pow. Nice piece of shit truck. You guys should have heard that truck outside. What a piece of shit. He's revving it up like it's like whoa, 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 whoa. Like, bro, people are trying to do stuff right now. Take that garbage somewhere else. Nobody cares. All right, so we got the double green dot right here, which turned out to be a good buy. We got another double green dot here, which would have got a little bit of an uptrend. We got a double green dot here. I mean, the double green dots are turning out to work on this free market cipher on TradingView. It really is. It's starting to work. Millionaires don't take risks, but billionaires do. That make you think. Something to think about, right? All right, so here we are on the hourly for XLM. Here's XLM. Same thing going. W inside of a W. I want to see what this is going to bring. So what happened was it poked outside of the Bollinger Band right down here at 17 cent 2. Then it returned past the middle, past the 50 EMA, did not even poke outside of the top of the Bollinger Band, returned back below the middle, found some support at 17.3, and now is working its way up. So I'm waiting to see how that's going to play out as well. But other than that, I'm Jaded Blur, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate all of you hanging out. Thank you so much. I haven't been doing night streams lately, but I would like to do one because it's Friday tonight. I'd like to do a live stream tonight. Maybe I'll even play some Fortnite. I don't know. But honestly, I'd rather stick to the cryptocurrency. Until next time, we'll put out some more videos. Love you guys, man. Thank you so much for everything. Later.
I got zeroed out my membrane, you keep calling me insane. Every single day more XRP is what I obtain. No more cash, no more cars, only QR codes. No more proof of work, we running validated nodes. This is the life that I chose. They look at the cons, I look at the pros. I'm always bullish and it shows. Now you wanna ask about XRP, I am not telling. Now you want some of my XRP, I am not selling, it's not for sale. Honestly, I just wish you will, cause I'm XRP for well. I'm XRP for life and that's forever, can't you tell? I just keep on buying while they telling me to sell. The whole world gonna be shocked when XRP break out its shell, and that's when we prevail. I'm XRP for well, I'm XRP for life and that's forever, can't you tell? I just keep on buying while they telling me to sell. The whole world gonna be shocked when XRP break out its shell, and that's when we prevail. XRP taking the lead, come equipped with institutional speed. XRP giving the go to proceed, don't listen to FUD, I know they mislead. Trying to tell them but I know they don't care. ODL, no nothing compared. Back in the day I was willing to share.